Bien, welcome to Divine Intel. I was gonna speak in Spanish. All right, welcome to Divine Intel, guys. It is right now 5:32 a.m. in the morning.
At 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time in Canada, where I am.
All right, so as you can see, guys, we're gonna start the show. We're gonna start the video with this tremendous video from Chile, and basically shows a police car run over a demonstrator. We don't know what happened to the demonstrator, if he made it or died. We don't know that, but that's the reality. We're watching chaos and panic in many countries, and this is Chile. You can see right there, and it's been dropped right here, so it's terrible. Anyway,
Absolutely.
the next thing we want to cover in this video is the climax. I really believe that it's a climax because now China just backtracked almost all aspects of the United States trade deal, putting it back to square zero. Just like I've been telling you, there will be a time when everybody says this is not going to happen, then boom, right?
Yes.
So this, we need to embrace it. This is the latest intel, the latest news. It actually happens 8 hours ago. This is the breaking news. I
That's
also,
unbelievable. Wow.
yes, I also watching this video really is speechless. I get this is not a woman. This is a transvestite.
Oh,
Hitting the head to this old man just because he was singing to the Lord.
oh
This is the
my
world we're
goodness.
living. The other thing I wanted to talk about is about the Lord. What the Lord told me yesterday. He says, "Sing DRB to all four winds. I will not let you down." Immediately, we got Bill coming out with a scripture from the Bible, right? And the
Hmm.
scripture from the Bible
Yes.
talks about the four. Let me see, where is it? Where is it? I think I found it somewhere. Um, where was it? I think I
Well,
found it. It talks about the four sizes. Right, here it is. It's Luke 13:29. And it says, "And they will come from east, west, and from north and south, and will recline at the table in the kingdom of God." So when I when
mhm.
the when I heard the Lord, I was in co school. Okay, I was in co school, and I start crying right there.
Okay.
And it's really difficult for me, when I get these words, because I'm doing my own stuff, and I don't want people to look at me like some kind of weirdo, right? But it really profoundly touched me a lot, because the Lord told me, sing it, sing DRB of all the four winds, and don't worry, I will not let you down. So right now we are in the climax,
Yes.
and now the Lord wants to make sure that everybody understand this. So also there's a problem in El Salvador, because as you know, there's a lot of corruption, and the new president is basically cleaning up the corruption, just like in the other countries around the world, because it's all about the purging, right? The purging of
Yes. Yes.
of corruption, and now they want to impeach him because he criticized the judges for letting a pedophile free.
That's
So
called resistance. Wow,
that's
the
called,
resistance is
yeah,
rising.
yeah.
Yeah.
So they want to impeach him because of that. That
Oh,
let
good.
you know, and that will provoke millions of Salvadorians on the streets, and we are going to see the same thing happening in El Salvador. No
Yes.
surprise there, right?
Yes.
Okay, so also, let's see. There's also this in this news that I want to talk about. I said there shall be a prosperity in a place where you least expect it. That's King Clement. And
Hmm.
this is
Hmm.
Guyana, the small nation in the north of the sun continent that could become in few years a world economy power, according to different analysis. And this is also they only have like 780,000 citizens in that little country,
Hmm.
uh, and they're expecting that their economy will grow 86% by 2020.
Awesome.
And this is the only country that speaks English in South America.
Hmm.
Just like the Lord said that there will be a prosperity in a place where you least expect it.
Absolutely.
So all the things are coming together. And as you can see on my PowerPoint, because we're gonna have a PowerPoint, you will see how things are getting aligned. Okay.
Yes.
So let me put a pause on this video and let's get on it, because today in the morning, later today, we're gonna have tremendous news. Okay.
Okay. Great.
So if I have the energy to do another show, I'll do it. If I don't, well, you're gonna have to stick with Johnny. So let's do this. Okay. Let's go back to the PowerPoint and we'll get it going. Okay, so today is Tuesday, November the 5th, 2019, and this video is called Is the Earth About to Be Shaken Again? Let me remind you why I name it like this. I name it like this because the Lord told us and we forgot about it.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, He said that all the things we know about the RB was going to be different, right?
That's right. Exactly.
So we were expecting to see things different because the prophetic word is a mystery. Okay.
It is. Yes, it
So
is.
we already have the earth shaken. I will prove it to you. Okay. So anyway, so let me just tell you right now, even if you haven't buy for this video, take notes. Okay.
Okay.
So the topics we're going to cover are the following. We're going to be talking about things that you must know before the public exchange. Okay. And this
Mm-hmm.
is very important. Also, we're going to talk about what my instructions will cover. As you know, I've been telling you, wait for instructions. Wait for instructions. I will tell you what my instructions will cover. Okay? What I'm going to talk about when I give you the instructions. Nobody has asked me that. Neither you. Right?
That's probably true. I don't know if I ever did. I just
No,
assumed I knew.
nope, you never did. So also during this presentation, we're gonna talk about what is the safest way to exchange,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're gonna
Good.
talk about my vision of the prophetic boom. A lot of people are asking me about this, so let's get on it. The first
Let's get
topic
on it.
will be things you must know before the public exchange. Okay,
Okay.
and so this is what you should know. First of all, I've been approached by many asking me the same question all the time. Benny, what is a big bank?
Oh
And
yeah.
you still are asking
Oh
me
my
that
goodness.
question and you don't know yet? You
They
better
don't,
just,
Ben,
yeah,
because
they
they'll
don't.
they'll send me a trust, is this a
Yep,
credit union, a big bank? I'm like, whatever.
yep.
Anyway,
So you need to understand what is a big bank. It's in no science. A big bank, it is a bank that has a lot of money. If you
there's a
think
place.
that every single money has more than any other banks, you are wrong. You need to identify which are the big banks in your area. Okay? So it could be in your state or it could be in your country. Now, let's talk about countries. I've been followed by 23 countries the last time I checked
Mm-hmm.
around the world. Spanish, English, Germany, Thai, you name it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It is very simple in logic, guys. I won't be able to cover all the countries. But since you guys have been watching me, my videos, and been following me, I really appreciate it. You need to know right now this thing before you go to the bank and exchange. You
Mm-hmm.
need to do your own research.
Get ready.
Which is the big bank in your country? Don't ask me, Benny, do you know any country in Germany that will exchange? I don't know, man. There are 23 countries. I just told you that they're following me. I won't be able to cover you. As a matter of fact, I got a Canadian right behind me, and I don't know any bank in Canada.
No, I figured it out myself.
Okay, so if she can do it, you can do it, guys.
Absolutely. It's not that
All right?
hard.
So do your own research. If we exchange, the rest of the world will exchange. Okay, pay attention to that. That's a rule. If we exchange in the United States, the rest of the world will change. Well, why am I saying the rest of the world? Well, because not in many countries you can buy the dinar.
That's right.
Okay, not in many countries. Some countries you cannot buy the dinar. I don't know how these people are gonna do when it comes to the public exchange. Maybe they're gonna leave the country. I don't know what they're gonna do, but you should do your own errands. You should do your own research if you're taking this investment serious. If you don't, do whatever you want to do. I'm not your daddy.
Ben, one of the things that my bank actually told me is just go back where you purchased the money. If you cannot,
no,
that's wherever you bought it.
No, that's a wrong information.
Is it really?
Yes,
wow.
It is, because you need to be able to buy these currencies in a bank. If you're not buying in a bank, the bank will not exchange it back. Simple. A lot of people are buying their currencies through the internet, thinking that they will be able to exchange it in the country. I'm sorry to let you know. This is the reason why you need to do your own research. Look for the big bank. Ask them, can you sell me some dinar from Iraq? If they tell you no, then you got a problem.
Yep.
Okay? Don't expect that, just like Karen is saying, then you're assuming that you'll be able to exchange it. No, my friends. Okay? That's not the way it works. You need to understand that. You need to do your own research. Right now, you're running out of time. Okay? So, the rule is that if we exchange, the rest of the world will exchange. Depending if they're actually selling the dinar. If they're not, then you got a problem. You need to think about a second B plan, a plan B, right?
No bank in Canada sells the dinar. Not one.
Not one. Now you got a problem.
Oh, I figured out the problem. I know what to do.
Okay, so now you got a problem. Now you know what to do. You're gonna have to come to the United States and exchange. Which shouldn't be no problem. Okay, so see that's exactly what I'm talking about. So if we exchange, the rest of the world will exchange, depending, of course, pending that you guys can buy the dinar in your country. But if we don't exchange, nobody will. All right? So if you are new in my show, if you are new by following me, you need to understand that I'm not if you consider me your guru, I'm not your regular guru. I don't talk about bullshit, and I don't like bullshit. So therefore, you need to understand once and for all, because I still got people asking me about the stupid 800 number. I still get it. I get it from Twitter. I get it from Facebook. Believe it or not. Some people learn, some people will never learn. I, Benny Wilson, and I hope that you don't either, Karen, but I'm not going to call any number, 800 number at all.
Oh, I don't even think about it.
All right? So you understand
it has no purpose.
It is on red right there. I'm not a guru for 800 number. I don't give a damn about the 800 number. I would not call the 800 number. And if you still don't understand it, don't come to me, ask me this. I'm going to block you. Okay? Very simple. I've been very clear about this. I'm not a 800 number guru. All right? So, let's talk about the second topic. What my instructions will cover. As you've been hearing me, I said wait for instructions. So now I'm going to tell you right now what I'm going to tell you. Okay? Some of you will wait for the instructions. most of you will not wait for instructions. Am I being clear, Karen?
Yeah, that would
Okay,
be
and
crazy,
why?
but
Because I'm about to tell you. There are two very important information I will share with you. The number one information I'm going to share with you at the time that I will give you your instructions, I will share my own experience of my own public exchange. That means I will go to exchange first before you do. I will go to exchange first before Karen. I will go to exchange first to make sure that if they want to nail me, I'll be the one nailed. Not you, not Carrie, not anybody else. Do you guys understand that?
mm-hmm.
Okay? So that's one of the benefits about waiting for instructions. You need to know beforehand what's going to be.
Absolutely.
Okay? So in between the experience I'm going to share with all of you, I will ask, hey, what is the rate that you guys are exchanging? What rate are they offering?
That's
Okay?
good.
And I will
Mm-hmm.
let you know. Okay? It could be very different from country to country, of course, but at least you have an idea. Am I being right?
That's
Am I
good.
being clear? Okay.
Very clear.
So,
Yep.
if I in the bank and I'm talking to this guy in the bank and I say, man, is that true that you guys are offering contracts? I will let you know. I'm going to tell you if they are offering contracts for those drooling to sign a stupid contract. Okay? And if they are offering a higher rate under those contracts. And I want to make sure that you understand what I'm about to tell you. As far as I know, there are no contracts that will offer you a higher rate than what is supposed to be. I've been a banker for 20 years. I used to be a banker for 20 plus years. There is no contract offering you a higher rate because you so lovely wants to keep the money in the bank. Now, could I be wrong? Yes, I could be totally wrong. But as far as I know, there are no contracts offering you a higher rate. Am I being clear?
Very clear.
So, I will let you know. Hey, yes, you know what? I get to the surprise that they offer me this much if I got to this contract. One thing you should know is that if you sign a contract, it's less money in you, believe it or not. I don't care if they're gonna offer you $28 the dinar. Those $28, you're not gonna see it for at least 10 years. Mark my words.
Yep.
Okay? For at least 10 years. And I'm not joking about it. Banks don't like to pay you more than what they supposed to pay you. This is the reason why many retailers like Tony, TNT, Bruce, and all these idiots talks about how beautiful the banks are going to be so nice with you. Look, it takes a retard. It takes a retard to tell you just bullshit. You don't believe me? I bet you I don't have to be a wizard. I don't have to be a psychic. If you've been dealing with banks, you tell me, has your bank pay you a higher rate of your CD? Have your bank is being pay you a higher rate of any account that you have on the bank? And I bet you 100% you will say no freaking way.
Mm.
So what make you think that the banks are going to pay you a higher rate than what they're supposed to be when they're so tight ass? I don't get it. This is not the banks that I'm used to. And trust me, when you go to the bank, And after you exchange, you will remember who told you all these lies about getting paid higher. Trust me what I'm telling you. And you are going to be so pissed from all these retards who lied to you for many years. Am I being clear?
Yes, Ben.
Okay? So, if they're offering higher rates, I will let you know. I'm not worried about that. The second part of my instructions will cover the list of banks within the United States honoring this exchange. There could be one bank only. There could be two banks. I don't know. If I found this information at the beginning that only one or two or three banks, I don't know how many banks, I will let you know. It may be that there might be one or two, I don't know. But later on, we all know that all the banks will be exchanging. But in the beginning, I don't think so. Okay? So, as a second thing that I'm going to share with you when I give you the instructions is the list of banks that I find out that they are honoring you your dinar exchange. Remember, I won't be able to cover your bank in your country. Do you guys understand that?
We do. Yeah.
Okay? So, find out which are the big banks in your country and go to each of them following the safest rules. And you're going to ask me, what are the safest rules, Benny? Well, that's the next topic of this presentation. What is the safest way to exchange?
That's good.
This is my way to exchange. You could have a better way than me. I really don't care. But I'm going to share with you my way that I will do my own exchange. This is not the first time. This is the third time I'm telling you. What is my safest way to exchange? First rule, I'm going to follow it. I'm going to shut up. That's my first rule. I'm not going to tell Karen. Trust me what I'm telling you. I'm not going to tell my mother. Trust me what I'm telling you. I'm not going to tell my girlfriend. Trust me. I'm not going to say shit. The more confident you are, the more secret you are, the better. Don't start screwing with your own blessing just because you want the whole world to know that you filthy rich. Don't be a retard. Shut your pine hole. All right, so basically we back and something happened. So my first rule will be to shut up, not to say anything to anybody, right?
Good rule.
Then
Good
what would I
rule.
will do? What I will do is I'm gonna take one note to my nearest big bank. For those people who do not know what I'm talking about, is one bill. Okay, one. Well, let me put it very clearly because some people just cannot understand what I'm talking about. I will take one bill of 25,000 dinars with me.
Yeah.
Just
It's
one.
paper money. Paper
Yeah,
money.
just one. I'm not gonna take two. I'm not gonna take three, and certainly I'm not gonna take all my boxes and bags. Well, most of you have that, not me. All right, so I'm just gonna take that to my nearest big bank. After that, I'm gonna ask them if they are exchanging the Iraqi dinar under the new value. Notice that I'm not asking, hey, can you exchange? Are you exchanging the dinar? No, I'm saying, hey, how you doing? Talk to my banker. How you doing? Listen, are you exchanging the dinar under the new value? Because when I give you the green light, you will go because there's a positive value, right?
Yes.
So you need to have a confirmation from your banker that that's the value right now. Got it? So you need to
And
have.
Ben, there's two things there. You said exchanging, and also you have to say Iraqi because remember, there's 9 different dinars in the world.
Exactly. So you need to be very specific when you ask. Are you exchanging the Iraqi dinar under the new value? Okay. So if, after they answer you, after they getting an answer, I will ask, what is the rate? You know. So I will
Hmm
ask, what is the rate?
Simple.
It's very
Hmm
simple. From there, I'm going to see if I'm going to exchange all my money or just with that one bill. It could actually pay for some bills, right?
Yep.
So, but that's how you gonna do it. See, I'm not gonna tell you what to do because I'm not your daddy, right?
They have to make a decision right
They
there.
have to
Yeah.
make a decision. All right.
And they
So,
can wait a day, right, Ben?
yeah, they can wait all the time they want. You know,
Yep.
there's not. It's not like what the guru's been telling you that you're gonna have a specific time. No, that's not gonna happen. Eventually, sure, you know, eventually all currencies are going to be digital, but that's not going to happen right now, you know.
That's right. That's
So
right.
also, so after I do that, so I was after I will ask the rate, I will ask to talk to the banker. Yes, I'm going to do that. Let's say that I say, oh, I like that rate. Let's put an example, 1 to 1, right? Oh, I
Hmm
like that rate. I can have 25,000 right now, you know. So can I speak with the banker? And then they will take me to the banker. I will be very nice with my banker, whether it's a guy or a girl. I'm gonna be really, really nice with my banker. And why? Because I know that from that time, from right there, my banker will be my best friend right there.
Yes. hmm
So after I do that, I'm going to remember that I am nobody but just a client. I just want to be served. So I'm not going to act like an idiot. I'm not going to show up at the bank and I'm going to demand my money.
They'll kick you out.
You know, you need to really be calm down. That's why in the beginning I told you I'm going to shut up. But the reality is that you need to breathe. Okay, most of you need to get out from your home, breathe. Okay, because most of you guys are very emotional.
Hmm
So you need to be calm down. So I'm not gonna act like an idiot. And definitely, trust me when I'm telling you, I will not be a retard. I'm going to be watching everything they do. I'm going to be paying attention everything they say because it's my money. It's a
hmm
one-time life changing, and I don't need to know what the heck is going on. Am I being clear?
That's good.
So I'm not gonna be an idiot. I will not be a retard. I will behave. Now, talking to the banker, I will tell my banker that I have more notes. That's more of that 25,000 dinars at my place or whatever I have it. And I'm gonna tell her that I'm looking forward to exchange the rest of my dinars at his bank. So right there, I'm dealing with the banker. And I'll tell her, look, I'm gonna go back with all my dinars, but I want to exchange only with you. Just tell them. If he asks you how much do you have, don't say the whole amount. Okay, don't say the whole amount. You can say, I really don't know exactly the whole amount, but it's pretty much it's pretty a lot. It's quite a amount that I have like that.
hmm
Don't ever release more information than what you're supposed to know. Protect yourself. That's what I'm gonna do.
hmm
Okay, so I will exchange that one note of 25,000 dinar. I will use my exchange money to open an account in that bank, regardless if it is the same bank or if it is a new bank. I will still open a new account with my exchange money.
Yes.
Why? Well, because I don't want complications. Simple as that. You see, I live in the United States. I don't know about in Canada, but I know that I need to report and tell Uncle Sam. I need to tell the IRS how much money I invested and how much money I'm gaining, right? So I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to mix my exchange money with my own money. If I want to have to pay taxes out of my exchange, I want to make sure that everything is one account, in
Very
one
clear.
account. Okay, so that's what I will do.
Mm-hmm.
So the question is, all right, so I already taken care of that. I already talked to the banker. I already got my OneNote exchange. I already got my own banker, and my own banker will tell me, "Oh, sure, come over." Um, then the
When you're
question
ready.
is, yeah, when you're ready. So the question will be, what about the rest of my dinars? How am I gonna bring everything to my bank? I mean, most of you, not me, but most of you have boxes full of dinars,
Oh my goodness.
bags full of dinars. I remember that I went to a guy home. He has the whole garage full of boxes of dinars, and I'm not joking about it. All right. So how this person will actually go? How, if I was that person, how am I going to transport my millions or billions of dinars without being jumped by a robber on my way to the bank? Well, I don't know about you, but I'm just going to share with you just two options that I have. These are two options that I have, my own options. You might have seven options. Carrie might have five options. I only have two options. I don't want to complicate myself.
Mm-hmm.
So my first option will do is I will deal my own logistics to transport my money, meaning I will take care of it. I'll see what I can do. I have different uh, storm and brainstorms. Have to deal with, I don't know, private security. Um, you know, I will do. I will see what I can do. But that will be me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I will do my own research because I'm serious with my investment. I'm not gonna just fantasize. No, I'm really gonna deal with this. All right. So this
I've actually hired a company to escort me,
that's
a,
good.
a
That's
security
good.
company.
That's
Mm-hmm.
good. That's good. To see that, that's a very simple stuff. Now, but like I told you, I have two options, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I will do my own logistics to transport my money. That's one option. And the second, I will let my banker worry about it. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna tell my banker, look, man, I have, I don't know, 45 boxes of dinars. I'm just putting an example, but I don't know how to bring it over here, man. And I want to
Mm-hmm.
change everything in your bank. What should I do? Again, you don't have to do everything with that bank, but I just giving you an example,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I'm gonna let the banker figure out.
Mm-hmm.
Let the banker do it. Why? Well, because he's getting a tremendous compensation out of your exchange. That's why. Let him do it. That's his problem, not yours.
Mm-hmm.
Got
Mm-hmm.
it? That's what I will do.
Ask for his help.
Exactly. So I hope that you guys have learned a little bit how the logistics would work in your end. In my end, I just sharing what I will do. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All
That's
right.
good.
So now let's talk about my vision of the prophetic boom. Now, this prophetic boom was brought up by Foot Forward,
Yes.
and I had said a moment, you know what? I just don't see it the way people can see it, and I've been saying it. I've been sharing my own. thinking with Kerry, right?
Yes, yes,
And
you see it differently.
yes.
Hmm.
So why? Because I just had something inside of me that was like, wait a minute, this is not gonna happen that way
We,
we believe.
yeah, we
Even
think
that the Lord said, everything that we know about the Iraqi
it's going to
denial
be.
process is going to be different, right? And he even
Yes,
said it was going to be very fast, right?
yes.
So maybe I'm wrong, but take a look at what I'm about to tell you. So everything actually happened when I was in my chat room in the Benny and the Jets.
Hmm.
And somebody actually published a news, and it was this. It's mocking Mark C. So great news, guys. Mark C says pinging in China, and we were all laughing, right? So
And then you said,
yeah, then I said, wait a minute, I see something. All of a sudden, I was seeing something, and I was sharing that what I was seeing in my chat room. Then I saw this one coming out, and this was a something that Donald Trump was reporting. Dozens of Iraqi demonstrators had stormed the Iranian consulate, and that was when they stormed the Iranian consulate inside Iraq, right?
yes, instead
So
of,
that's when I got my vision. And after I watched that, I told my people, we've been talking about all the time who's going to bomb Iraq. That's the question. We don't know if
hmm,
it's going to be the United States. We don't know if it's going to be Israel. Or we don't know if it's going to be Saudi Arabia, right?
hmm. That's right.
But after I got my vision, maybe this is going to happen this way. You see, when I saw that breaking news, I saw the bombing on Iran, but it was not from the United States and not from Israel. And the reason is because I just couldn't tell.
Hmm.
Let me explain to you why. First of all, I saw hundreds of drones bombing Iran. They were
Hmm.
drones, they were not jets.
Okay.
You see, let me give you an example what I'm talking about. This is a well known drone. As you can see, this drone has no flag, no way to tell where it comes from, right?
That's right. That's right.
So there is a strategic way why they doing it because they don't want to get caught, because they don't want to know, they don't want to compromise.
Yes.
So there is no way to tell unless you can basically use some kind of a logic of intelligence where the attack
Yeah.
will be.
They can try to track where it came from.
Yeah. So the problem is, people, is that I did not see one of them. I saw hundreds of them. And I know that this picture does not reflect the reality of the drones that I saw, but there were many. Just as
Hmm.
the purpose of letting you know that there were many. So within my vision of the prophetic boom, they were bombing the nuclear sites of Iran because I saw that. Okay,
Yes.
I saw they were bombing the nuclear sites of Iran, and then after that, the Lord started talking to me, and He said this: their false religion has blinded them. They hate each other, but one must prevail over the other.
Mm.
And I was like, wait a minute. Their false religion has blinded them. Then they hate each other, but one must prevail over the other. And
Hmm.
then that's what I got this. Let me show you. You see, there's a millennial, more than 1,000 years issue between Muslims. Okay, let
Yes.
me give you this. Saudi Arabia, according to the official statistics, 75 to 85% of all Muslims in Saudi Arabia are Sunnis. There are two types of Muslims, Sunnis and Shias, right?
Shiites, yeah.
So only 10% to 50% are Shias in Saudi Arabia. In Iran, there are 82 million of Muslims, 82 million people. Out of those 82 million people, 99.4% are Shia Muslims. More Sunnis in Iran are Kurds, Akomis, Turkmens, and Baluchs. They're living in the northwest, east, south, and southeast of Iran. So what am I saying? The Lord told me that their false religion, because Islam is a false religion, has blinded them. You see, Shias and Sunnis, they want to prevail one over the other. They do agree when it comes to attack their enemy. And who is their number one enemy? Us, the United States. There's their number one. When it comes to attack us, they come together. But when it comes to control, they fight each other. Because one needs to overcome the other one. Am I being clear?
Yep, that's good.
So that's what happened. So the Lord told me that these two group of people hate each other. And that's the reason why they attack each other. All right? So we need to understand what happened. So for that, we need to remember the past. And this is what happened last September. This is what happened last September in Saudi Arabia. 1 week after the attack, I recollect this video, and I want you to pay attention of the reporter when she mentioned how many drones attack the biggest refinery in Saudi Arabia. I want you to understand that. I want you to pay attention when he says that. Okay? So, let's take a look.
Nearly a week after the worst terror attack Saudi Aramco has ever seen, an assessment of the damage. Multiple strikes taking out half of Saudi's production, with 5.7 million barrels per day offline in a matter of minutes.
Now, as you can see behind me, significant damage to one of 4 stabilizers. This is just one of 4 locations within Al Khurais that were under attack around 3:40 a.m. in the morning over the weekend. Aramco telling us that they were able to put these fires out within 3 to 4 hours of the attacks, but that didn't stop at least 1.2 million barrels per day from being knocked out of production.
Al Khurais is just one of 2 massive facilities now under repair, with the government hoping to get back to full production as soon as possible, and crews working around the clock to get the company back on track. Earlier this week, Saudi defense officials showed evidence of what they say was Iran's direct involvement.
So, according to Saudi defense officials, 18 UAVs were launched at Al Khaik. Now, behind me is one of 11 spheroids that were hit in the attack, and this is a plate from one of those spheroids, and you can just see how massive the damage that was done.
So there were 18 drones that crippled Saudi Arabia main source of capital. Okay, 18 of them. Okay, so let's continue with the presentation. So you probably ask yourself, why they using drones? The Lord said that drones will be the future warfare. Why? The Lord said because they are faster, They are hard to detect because they can fly lower than any jet without making any noise. Plus, they are unmanned aerial vehicles. What does that mean? Nobody's driving them. They are being drawn. They can either be drawn by a computer remotely or
Yes.
a computer on location. But there's no
Yes.
live being running or risking. So even if they shut it down, they cannot capture anybody and hold hostage. Right? So it's the
That's true.
perfect weapon. And the Lord says that it will be the future of warfare in the world.
Makes sense.
Okay? So
It cuts down on the loss of human life.
exactly, but that's not because they care about it. They don't want to. The reason why they using drones is that they don't want to be compromised. They wanted to make it like political stuff, difficult to detect, But look, this is the reason why the Lord told me this. So I'm gonna show you some facts about Saudi Arabia. Number one, it's been since September. Saudi Arabia has not retaliated
That's
since
true.
they were attacked. They are spending billions of dollars in new weaponry from the United States. They are buying it. They're playing American technology. And right now, they are preparing to strike. Do you really think they forgot about it? No.
I don't think so, no.
Okay? So a retaliation is imminent, believe it or not. And why this is prophetic? Well, let me tell you why this is prophetic. Because the Lord said in King Clement's prophecy, the earth will shake and shake again. The world was shaking because Saudi Arabia was attacked, and the oil prices since they were attacked, were skyrocketed. This is why you pay more gas, and the whole world is paying more of the gas prices because they were attacked. Okay, so the world was shaking. We've been talking about shaking. I said the first thing that came out of my mind, I said, "Man, that's an earthquake, right?" But not really, because the word shaking means a lot of things. It can be shaking. It can be we are seeing shaking around the world with political problems. We are seeing Chile. We are seeing Peru. We're seeing Ecuador. Very soon we're gonna see El Salvador. We are seeing Mexico. We are seeing many things happening around the world because the world is shaking politically, socially. Okay, because the people are rising up. We are seeing that in Iraq, or we are about to see that in Iran too.
Terrorist attacks.
So, you see, but this shaking was shake because the world now is paying more because of this attack. And the world will be shaken again because Saudi Arabia is about to show a new type of warfare never seen before.
And they have the money. They have the money for it.
They have all the money of the world. Let me remind you, Iran used 18 drones when they attacked Saudi Arabia. Iran crippled Saudi Arabia oil production. Just think about that. They use only 18 drones to cripple the economy of a whole nation. I saw hundreds of them bombing Iran. I saw hundreds of them bombing Iran. I saw different sizes. I saw small sizes. I saw bigger sizes. I saw something that only you could imagine seeing in a movie. So
Something is being planned, Ben.
yes,
Something is
something is
being
being
planned.
planned, and it's going to be priceless. And that, my friends, was your divine intel. We finished it, and I think we did a pretty good time. Now
Yeah.
I'm gonna process this video. I'm gonna upload it, and I'm gonna give it to you guys. It is 10:55 a.m. Los Angeles, California Pacific time. That's 10:55 a.m. And we started this about
5 o'clock in the
5
morning.
o'clock in the morning. Then we had to stop because my mother was bugging me. And now we're finishing.
Praise God.
I want to thank
Took a
everybody.
while.
Yes, I want to thank everybody for your good wishes that, find out that I was not feeling good.
Well.
I was not feeling well. I want to thank a lot of people for your prayers. Even the nurse, the ex-nurse of my mom, she got worried about it. And they, but I'm fine. Don't worry about it. It was just my biological clock getting messed up because of all these sudden changes. The weather change and the time change really messed me up. But I'm back. So I don't know what's going to happen today. I don't know if I'm going to have to come back again. I don't know. We need to pay attention because right now we are living priceless days. We are going to be witnessing one of the most incredible things we ever thought that we ever going to be witnessed before, because this is what's happening in Iraq is tremendous. It will come to it will come back, and history will come back to us, and we can tell our children, our grandchildren, I was part of that history.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I was part of that history, and hopefully.
And we watched it, and we followed it through, and we kept our eyes open, and we saw what our God did.
Yeah, and it's going to be a really good time, guys. So I want to thank you for your attention. If you can donate anything to me, I'm going to be posting this video on YouTube only. You can see my link underneath. You can donate me whatever you can. I will really greatly appreciate it. If not, just give me a good prayer. I really love prayers. Okay. All right. So thank you so much for your attention, guys. I really looking forward to come back, and give you more divine intel. Let me also remind you that this weekend I'm going to be meeting the elite, and I'm going to have more information about the exchanges. Okay. So just to let you guys know. Is there anything else you want to add, Karen?
No, I think you did good. I think people should really listen to this and make some plans. I know in Canada they need to figure out what they're going to do with their exchanges, where they're going to go, and how they're going to handle it. Make some phone calls. It's not very difficult, and God will guide them. God will guide them.
Yeah.
It is possible. I know the route, but I know I don't want to say it on your show. But I know how I have researched it extensively, and I know what I'm planning to do. It can change, Ben. It can change.
It can change. Anything
it can change.
Remember, there's also a plan to deceive us, not to exchange. So be aware of that. Okay, guys? So thank you so much for your attention. God bless everybody. And I'll see you later on.